So it's a good idea to get a look at that now. Still frozen in some spots.
So that's why a lot of folks are asking you to stay off the roads, certainly in some of these areas. State police, obviously, we're in conversation with them. But here's the thing, they responded to multiple incidents of drivers kind of sliding around and crashing into each other overnight.
That's why we want to check back in with Louisiana State Police Public Information Officer, Trooper Shelby Mayfield. Good morning. Can you hear us okay?
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I can. How y'all doing?
We're doing fine, but we heard you guys had a very active overnight hours. Can you describe a little bit of what it was you guys were seeing?
Absolutely. So as we discussed yesterday, I think when we came on air yesterday, I think we were right at about 50 or 60 calls for service.
Right.
And, as of this morning, that number has dramatically increased to 105 as of 6:30 a.m. And that's calls for service. Those are, crashes. Those are vehicles being stranded. And as you just mentioned, these vehicles are multi-vehicle pileups. And for the few roadways that we are working to get open and get back to, using in normal conditions, when you have those, types of incidents, we have to block them off, and it just causes further delay.
I think we're seeing some of the photos that you sent to us of that pileup in Denham Springs, but that's not the only area. Trooper Mayfield, we've seen a lot of the roads. Some of them, they look good. They look deceivingly good, where we're still seeing some patches of ice. We're seeing now some photos of state police units blocking the bridge, and we're still seeing ice on those areas. What are the troopers seeing as you guys make your way out and about, really over the last 24 hours?
Well, one of the things that was most concerning to us was that the sun was coming out and that it was going to give our residents a false sense of the, safety of the roadways. And unfortunately, as that snow melts, it's creating water layers on the roads. And then you have that combined with the freezing temperatures, which is causing black ice. And so we're basically seeing people getting out, get an idea that it's safe to be out there, and they're skidding off the roadways. They're not keeping a very safe distance between themselves and other vehicles. And unfortunately, that's being coupled with very few people choosing to be impaired while on the roadway. As we discussed yesterday, we did have a few instances, including one that actually rear-ended a state trooper.
Again.
And we had more situations yesterday of DWI crashes.
That boggles the mind. But Trooper Mayfield, while we have you, though, I want to obviously be safe out there, but we know state police in constant communication with DOTD, partners in all of this. Are you getting any indication of when they may deem it safe to open up Baton Rouge's biggest neighborhood road, that being I-10?
So there is no timeline right now for the interstate to be open. However, we do have workers out there with DOTD, even borrowed help from our surrounding states that are down here trying to get the roadways open, trying to evaluate them to make sure they're safe. And we won't do that until we know for sure that it's absolutely safe for our residents and visitors to navigate our roadways without these negative implications. We are seeing people go around barricades. So barricades are up for a reason. We have these roadblocks in place because we don't want people to travel on these roadways because they're not safe. So we are asking the public to please be patient with us while we work to clear the roadways. Going around the barricades is an offense, and you will be cited for that. Additionally, as the snow starts to melt, please remember to get the snow off of your vehicles. There's snow on your roads, and if you're driving out and it decides to come off and land on your windshield, it's obstructing your view, and that has also been a cause for some of the motor vehicle crashes that we're seeing.
My goodness. Yeah. Trooper Mayfield, thank you for your time, for walking us through that. The call from him, stay off the roads today. You don't need to be on out there. We're going to check in with you throughout the day. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much. Have a good day.
You too.